It only took a few short months for me to think, this is a good guy, I should hold on to him.
We had people who said, oh, that makes sense. And we had people on the other side of the spectrum who were just astonished. They said there is no way. Our vision is to be happy and successful with each other, to share in our successes with each other.
We dated for two and a half years exactly.
I met Alyssa for the first time in orchestra.
It was called Oklahoma Youth Orchestras, and we were both dating other people at the time.
She was very nice, and I thought I was being nice to her in general, but we didn't talk a whole lot.
Tyler and I were in the same friend groups. We hung out with the same people.
And it was that way for a long time.
I did not think much of Tyler when we first met. I thought he was kind of like a Casanova type. He's always around the ladies. It was not till years later there was a small group at my house that I had, and I was always the person, I'll just send it out to all of my friends, I'll invite everyone.
Are you hooked up with the college group? Come on over and have hot dogs and stuff.
I never expected him to come.
And from there, I kept coming to this group. Why exactly? I couldn't tell you.
He actually went on a few dates with one of my other friends.
But there was something about Alyssa that I found to be most engaging.
I was dating somebody else at the time, again, but then after we broke up.
She invited me to a dinner with the college group. Now I will admit this, when she sent me the message initially, I thought it was just for me. But after talking to her a little that day, I figured out that it was a group thing.
And they all canceled last minute, except for Tyler. So the cafe we were supposed to go to was closed.
I decided, well, this is as good an opportunity as any to just sit her down and talk for a long time.
And so he said, let's go to Charleston's. I was like, oh my God, he thinks this is a date, and it's not. I had other friends, coming, and I had told myself I wasn't going to date for a while.
Two people who were okay friends, just really opening up for the first time to one another.
We ended up talking for hours at this restaurant, and then we talked for another hour out in the parking lot before, neither of us wanted to leave.
I was smitten. But I'm too suave a guy to really make that obvious. So I tried to play it cool. I was like, we should do this again sometime. And she's told me repeatedly that line was what cemented in her mind that we should. The thing I saw in Alyssa that drew me to her more than anyone else, the capacity for kindness and compassion, the likes of which I had seen in no one else.
I think God put us together because we complement each other really well. I think he knew that I need somebody understanding. Of course, I can be kind of harsh.
Her very business-like direct exterior, there is this person that she could see me as who I am through my potential and my willingness to work to that potential. Where we are great as individuals, we are far better as a couple in many cases.
Our vision for the future is raise up our family right. Whenever we have little Martins running around, or Martians as my dad will call them, we'll raise them right in the Lord.
A verse and something that we can fall back on in the future.
Just for this reason, a man will leave his family and be joined with his wife, and the two will become one.
We would gladly leave the boat and focus on Jesus and walk on water. But we're also aware enough to know that we're not going to be able to do that as well as he did. And we'll probably stumble. And then we have but one hand we need to reach out for.
People can pray for us, keep our relationship with the Lord, keep walking, keep growing together, especially. Making good decisions that the Lord agrees with. The wedding is on August 2nd.
At Hillsdale's large auditorium.
I hope you can make it.
And don't get lost on the way. Second.
Okay, I'll say hope you can make it, and you can say don't get lost on the way. How's that?
This is how I work.